Hey guys, this is Abrakan too. Times 50 Cent exposed by Diddy. Let's see what this video is about. Let's go.
50 Cent has been exposing Diddy for years, way before the
Woo!
feds.
I know that's a fact. That is a fact. No cap.
They were cool back in the day, but now we're breaking down the wild history behind their beef. And now 50 Cent got the last laugh. Back in the day when 50 Cent was trying to break into the game, he was ghostwriting for other rappers too. And what a lot of people didn't know is that 50 used to write for Diddy. There's a good chance that 50 would have ended up signing to Bad Boy Records. But when he got shot, everything changed. The reason 50 got shot 9 times and almost died is because he dropped a track called Ghetto Quran and talks about a drug kingpin called Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Supreme wanted everyone in the industry to blackball 50, and that's allegedly why Diddy never signed him. Diddy passing up the chance to sign 50 was the worst thing he could have done. After Diddy turned him down, 50 ended up getting a deal with Eminem and Dr. Dre and took over the entire rap game. 50's first album became one of the best-selling records in the industry, while Diddy was still struggling to find hot new rappers to sign. Everything was still cool between Diddy and 50 for a while though, but in 2003, they both got invited to Chris Slattery's wedding, and that's what sparked the beef that's been going on for over 20 years. 50
Over 20 years? I'm not gonna lie, that's mad. That is crazy. That is freaking crazy. 20 years? Nah.
Diddy, and Steve Stout were all at the same table at the wedding. And at one point, Diddy told 50 that he wanted to take him shopping and said he paid for everything. And
I remember that. That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds sus.
50 got pressed about it because that's what a guy says to a girl.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago. Hey, he told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just said? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out. No, did you take me there?
No, that's not a nice chat. I mean, I guess you can say it is, but it's kind of sus. That's weird. And the way I feel like, okay, he could have said it better. I would take you shopping sounds crazy. Man to man, that sounds a little weird. So I can understand why he took it like that. Honestly.
This is what a guy says to a girl.
After the wedding, 50 started throwing shots at Diddy, like on the track Poppin' Them Things, where he rapped, "After the VMAs, my baby mama cussed my ass out. I kicked her ass, we back friends like Puffy and Steve Stout. Cut the grass around my clique so I could see these snakes. You see them back in the hood, it's cause I see they're fake." Steve Stout is a record exec who's been tight with Diddy since the 90s. But then they had some drama over a music video, and Steve Stout almost didn't make it out of the situation alive. Diddy had a video with Nas.
What is wrong with this man Diddy and unaliving people? That is crazy. Like that is crazy. So everybody you got issue with you got unalive? Be for real and grow up.
Called Hate Me Now, but he didn't like one of the scenes in the video. Steve Stout was managing Nas back then. Came out with the scene Diddy didn't want in there. He rolled up to Steve Stout's office with some goons. The video had a scene where Diddy was nailed to a cross like Jesus. It was Diddy's idea, and the record label even paid extra to film the scene.
What?
But Diddy was Catholic, and after talking to his mom and his preacher, he changed his mind at the last minute. The record label didn't want to cut the scene because they already paid extra for it, so they sent it to MTV to debut. Right before it was about to air, Diddy called Steve Stout and told him to cut the scene from the video. By that point, it was too late, and Steve didn't have the power to stop it from coming out, so it ended up playing on MTV with the scene still in it. Diddy thought Steve and the record label did it on purpose to create controversy.
I'm not gonna lie, that is mad. And why is he mad about it? I get it, you went and talked to your mother and your pastor about it or whatever. But while you were doing it, did you not feel weird or something? Like, I mean, come on now. Come on now, before yourself. Because you could have also tell the people, listen, I don't want to do this. I get it when you're trying to labels and stuff like that. It's a little bit more complicated, but still. If you don't feel like doing something, just tell them, communicate. I know, again, it's complicated, but still.
So he rolled up to Steve's office with his goons and beat him up. Steve aired the situation out in an interview later and said, "One minute I'm in the middle of a meeting, and the next minute I'm down on the floor, and Puffy and his guys are kicking and pounding on me. Someone threw a chair at Steve said and barely missed. And Steve said, this was an attempt on my life. The only reason I'm not dead is because they missed."
Oh, that's crazy. People be gangbanging and stuff like that. I'm not shook. I am not shook because that's what they rap about also. That's why I don't really listen to rap music like that. Because It'd be crazy. It'd be wild. Not every rapper though, but most of them they be talking crazy, and I'm not with that.
He could have ended up going to prison over the situation, but instead he just gave Steve Stout 500K to settle it, and they became friends again. 50 wasn't taking crazy
Nah.
shots at Diddy yet, but that changed after Diddy blocked 50 from signing Mace to G Unit. Mace had been trying to leave Bad Boy Records for years, and even retired for a while to get away from Diddy. Mace came back to the game and wanted to sign with 50, but Diddy wasn't gonna just let him walk away like that. Diddy tried to get 2 mil out of 50 to release Mace from his Bad Boy contract. Everyone knew Mace wasn't worth 2 mil. And Diddy was just trying to kill the deal because he still wanted to have power over Mace. For a
Nah.
while, it looked like Mace was about to sign with G Unit, but 50 Cent said Diddy did some sucker shit with the deal.
Mace, you've always had a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, he did some sucker shit.
You always had a bad taste in your
He was a
mouth.
sucker on that Mace project because
What?
he know what he did.
Was there a number talked about?
Yeah, I was like, what you looking for that? He said 2 million. I'm like, Mace ain't worth 2 million with 2 million in his pocket. You crazy? And Mace confirmed that Diddy was the only reason that the deal didn't go through. You know why it didn't go through. Diddy didn't let it go through.
This man is trying to boycott everybody. Like, come on now. If somebody want to work with you, they don't want to work with you. Take the L and keep it pushing. Why you gotta be revengeful? Come on now, grow up. I feel like you just gotta grow up. I don't know. He sounds like somebody that never heard no in their lives. You know, some people they cannot hear no. They will get mad, they will get aggressive and stuff like that. It's like, come on now. We are not little kids. We're grown ups right now. Be for real.
That's the reason it didn't go through. He wanted 50 to give him all of the money he thought I owed him. And I thought he owed me money, so that was always the underlying battle. Then around the same time, 50 threw some more shots at Diddy that most people didn't catch until way later. On the track Window Shopper, 50 opens it up by saying, the top feels so much better than the bottom. So much better. Back then, everyone thought 50 was just talking about how he took over the game, but he was also dissing Diddy for hooking up with dudes. And in 2018,
Oh.
50 pretty much confirmed the line was about Diddy after he went on the Breakfast Club and told the story about Diddy wanting to take him shopping. A lot of people didn't catch the shot 50 took on Window Shopper, but then he exposed Diddy like crazy when he dropped the bomb and rapped, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get him, they gonna kill us all." Man, Puffy know who hit that nigga. Man, that nigga soft. He scared them boys from the west side or break him off. Dump on his ass, so he run to Harlem, shake him off. Then on the outro, 50 made it clear that he didn't want anything to do with Diddy's parties and exposed him for the May situation too. And he said, "Oh, I guess this means I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hang out with your punk ass no way. Got me motherfucking running around this nigga Mace. Now you want to play games. Don't want to make the deal, nigga? Man, I'll fuck your shit up, nigga." But then a year later, Diddy and 50 ended up on stage together for T.I. and Sierra Screamfest at Madison Square Garden. Kanye, T.I., Jay-Z, Diddy, and 50 were all performing at the same time. And during the set, Diddy ran up and slapped Jay-Z on the ass.
Oh no, sir! What is you doing? That's violation. How are you so comfortable to go up to somebody and just smack their behind? That means y'all been doing this behind closed doors. Matter of fact, God knows what y'all been doing behind closed doors because y'all look too comfortable. You didn't care for no paparazzi or none of that. You got me messed up.
Then at another point, Diddy tried to hug 50 and Kanye at the same time, and you could tell that 50 didn't want to be anywhere near him. The beef died down for a while though, and it looked like 50 was cool with Diddy. 50 dropped a remix to his I Get Money track and put Diddy and Jay-Z on it. And in 2008, 50 crashed Diddy's interview, and Diddy shouted out 50's new TV show.
I love this show. You got the brand new show. Have you seen it? I love this show.
Everything was cool and nobody was taking any shots. But then 50 and Diddy both got into the vodka game, and it took the beef to a whole new level. Diddy is known for starting Bad Boy Records and running the rap game on the East Coast back in the 90s, but most of his money didn't actually come from the music industry. He's been involved with all kinds of businesses, but one of the biggest deals he made was when he linked up with Ciroc Vodka. Ciroc isn't really vodka though, because it's made from grapes instead of potatoes. But Diddy tried to make everyone think it was better because peasants drink potatoes. The Ciroc deal was massive for Diddy and made him over 100 mil. And Diddy was known for pushing the brand wherever he went. But while Diddy was taking his business deals to another level, 50 Cent was still trying to expose him. It seemed like 50 was over the beef for a little.
Nah, 50 was on a mission for sure. Or like this man was like, nah, he gotta go down. 50 wasn't playing.
But then in 2010, he went on the radio and called Diddy a bloodsucker and said that his music sucks.
Oh.
I was online, man, and I was not a big Puffy fan these days.
Well, you know what? His music sucks.
50 was beefing with Diddy's homie Rick Ross at the same time, and he aired both of them out like crazy. Then Diddy clapped back and said he was renaming his crew and calling it the Supreme Team. Everybody knew that Kenneth Supreme McGriff is the dude who tried to get 50 killed back in the day. So Diddy changing the...
That's wild. That's messy.
That was a major diss.
Yeah.
Diddy also took a shot at 50 after the BET Awards. 50 was tired of Diddy making money off of Biggie, so he started a Twitter petition to ban Diddy from using Biggie's name anymore. 50 also talks about what Diddy said at the BET Awards and called him a bitch.
To describe Puppy in one word is a bitch.
Calling Diddy a bitch was funny, but in the same interview, 50 exposed him for something crazy. When Cassie Ventura sued Diddy and kicked off his downfall, she exposed him for having freak-offs and recording them. Everyone was shocked in the news.
Yeah, this man is nasty. So at this point, you are here recording everybody. I feel like everybody should go down with them. I hope they have the footage of the videos. Oh, let me say it like this. I hope the FBI or the police or wherever they are, the investigators, I hope they have the footage and the videos. I think they already do. So you can expose all these people. I'll be honest, I do not want to see those videos. Like, God knows what nastiness was going on. Disgusting. Because I already was doing a lot of craziness. A lot of unholiness.
Broke. But it turns out that 50's been trying to expose the same thing for years. During the radio interview, 50 said that he used to talk to Diddy on the phone, and 50 let Diddy know that someone was sending photos around of his girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Some nude photos of Cassie had already leaked, but 50 said what he got were worse, way worse, like penetration pictures. 50 was actually trying to look out for Diddy back then, but after 50 told Diddy about the photos and everything, 50 realized that Diddy was the one who wanted to take the photos, not Cassie. Nobody really paid attention to the interview back then, but now everyone knows what Diddy was doing to Cassie back then, and it's clear that 50 was trying to expose the whole situation.
Vile. This man is vile. Like, literally one of the most disgusting person I ever heard of. Like, how could you be so evil? Like, that woman's supposed to be your girl, and you just out here just exposing her like that. Something in here ain't right. I mean, I've been knowing. Don't get it twisted. I've been knowing that this man crazy, but this is disturbing, very disturbing, and traumatizing. I'm sure it's traumatizing for her. I hope she's getting the help that she needs. Seriously.
50 ran into Diddy backstage at an event and made it sound like they had squashed the beef again. Then in 2012, 50 dropped another bomb on Diddy out of nowhere and exposed him for allegedly hooking up with a dude named James Cruz. James Cruz is a huge name in the industry who used to do business with 50 Cent and Diddy.
I'll be honest, I don't have no idea who this man is. But this is what these people are you doing behind closed doors? Nah.
But 50 claims that Diddy and James Cruz had more going on behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Tony Yayo told DJ Vlad that 50 even screamed at James Cruz and told him, "You fuck Diddy."
50 said James Cruz F Diddy.
Then 50 posted a photo of Rick Ross and Diddy on stage together where it looked like they were about to kiss and said, "Good morning, girl. Love is in the air."
Okay, he's being petty. He is being freaking petty. No.
And when Diddy dropped the track Big Homie with Rick Ross and French Montana, 50 called the track garbage.
He made some comments about, I think, Puff's new joint.
Yeah,
it's a good record, man.
Which one?
I like it.
The Big Homie record?
Big Homie, yeah. I like when he does that type of talk. I like when he does that type of talk. That's the type of talk you want to hear from Puff.
I think it's weak.
Diddy didn't respond to most of the shots that 50 was taking at him, but then 50 got into the vodka game and took the dissing up a notch. In 2014, 50 linked up with F and Vodka and dissed Diddy just to promote the company. 50 posted a photo of Effin on Facebook and said, "New drink, no more puffy juice." 50 started dissing Ciroc all the time and called it puffy juice. And when Diddy and French Montana posted a photo where it looked like they were cuddled up together, 50 said, "What in the F and Vodka?"
Knowing what I know now of this man Diddy, this picture is actually mad. This picture is crazy. Knowing what I know now, though, is crazy. If I would have seen a few years back, I would be like, that's weird, but it is what it is. But now I'm like, nah.
On this picture, man, something not right. Diddy clapped back on 50's birthday and said that he sent him a lifetime supply of Ciroc. Then when Diddy went on the Breakfast Club, 50 sent him a case of effing vodka to troll him during the interview. And Diddy had somebody in his crew crawling around the studio floor to make sure that the effing didn't show up on camera.
What the hell are you doing, man?
What's going on?
Rolling grown men crawling behind other grown men.
Just to give some backstory.
What is going on, yo?
No. 50 Cent sent a case of effing up here for Diddy. And he signed it with a card.
And during the same interview, Diddy threw some shade and said that he hopes 50 appreciates Diddy always opening up doors for him.
You know, I welcome him into the game, you know. It's good to see somebody of my color out there, you know, represented in this field. And, you know, hopefully he appreciates me opening up the doors for him continuously.
Boy, you know he don't like you, so I don't know what are you talking crazy like this. The man does not like you. He showed it in different ways. He been dissing you, and you are he talking like this?
It seemed like he was staying with the positive vibes, but everyone knew how pressed he was about 50 trolling him.
Right.
Not before long, Diddy and 50's vodka beef started getting other people wrapped up in the drama. Diddy's homie French Montana shouted out effing and said he loves it, even though it's a little watered down.
Shout out to effing vodka. That's kind of watered down, but I love it.
Then 50 dissed Diddy over the situation and said that French Montana was down with effing. Diddy didn't say anything publicly about it, but he obviously pressed French Montana about it. Because a few days later, French Montana went on stage to shout out Ciroc and diss effing vodka.
This is so stupid. This is stupid. I mean, I get it, especially if you're, locked in with a person for your life. You're not just gonna. You feel me? I don't think I need to explain too much. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, you cool with somebody, you're not gonna go with her. I don't want to say enemies, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. That's important.
I guess 50 don't know me, man. C1CT, right? We don't cook with that effing vodka over here, you heard me?
And then French took it even further when he posted a video where he was dumping effing bottles in the trash.
That's how I feel about your bullshit. What the fuck is this?
Okay. This is OD. It's very unnecessary. Like, come on now, you're just doing too much, sir. You already say what you say. It is what it is,
So 50 clapped back and said that Diddy touched French's butt just like he did James Cruz. 50 also exposed Diddy for all the bad blood artists who fell off after they linked up with Diddy. 50 posted photos of Mace, Loon, and Shine and said, after dancing with the devil. And around the same time, 50 exposed Diddy again for being dirty behind the scenes. According to 50, Diddy had a whole team of people behind him that would do his dirty work, so it made it seem like Diddy was clean. What's wild is that most people thought 50 was just dissing so much because he had beef. And nobody knew how much truth 50 was really exposing about Diddy. When 50 went on Drink Champs, he said that Diddy and Steve Stout used to hook up with Chris Slighty's wife.
Both Stout and Puff.
Okay, yeah,
They fucked the Veronica, the girl that Chris was married.
Whoa, this is all written. We did not know that.
So I'm sitting there like, what we got going on?
Then he told him that they were going to find out eventually that everything he's saying is true.
Well, dicho hecho.
Then in 2018, Diddy went on Drink Champs and acted suspicious the whole time. But the weirdest part...
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't like whatever was going on here. Like, this was crazy. I also reacted to it, the last Diddy video that I did. Like, why are you begging somebody to come party with you? They don't want to. I mean, read the freaking room, sir. Like, don't you feel like, okay, this person don't want to mess. They don't want to mess with you. Like, they don't want to be involved with you, sir. Why is you forcing it? If we really wanted to party with you, we would have been party with you. But he obviously is not partying with you because he don't want to be around you and your sussiness. Come on now.
was when he told Fabulous that he wanted to party with him for his birthday.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone in the room was uncomfortable. And 50
Right.
clowned Diddy like,
I mean, sheesh, I'm uncomfortable and I wasn't even there.
crazy for it when he went on the Breakfast Club.
He said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about, yo? What are you talking about?
50 also told him the story about Diddy trying to take him shopping back in 2003. So Diddy went back on the Breakfast Club to clap back. Diddy threw some shade and said that he thought 50 needed some clothes. Diddy said he didn't have any beef with 50 though, because
No, why would you think that though? I mean, the right thing to do if you did think that. I think he's capping, but if he did think that 50 needed clothes, he should have asked him, hey man, like, are you interested in getting new clothes or something? And then you can, proceed with that. But you're not even gonna ask that. You're just gonna assume. And now you're gonna come with this lame excuse, sir. We know what you've been up to. You know you wanted to party with this man 50, and he was not having it. He was not having it.
50 actually loves him. I thought he needed some clothes.
The level of the Lulu is crazy.
What? I'm a nice guy. Yo, why?
Are you though? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hey, yo. Why y'all done? Hey, yo, I don't have no beat. I don't know why. With Fifth, he loves me.
Then a few years later,
The level of delusional is wild. Is wild. Saying somebody love you after all they have said. Yeah, now this man is living in a fantasy world. Like, he's being delusional.
the video where Diddy pressed Fabulous about partying together got even weirder. Fabulous responded to a question on IG about getting pressured into going to an after party and said that one time he had to tell Diddy he was going to the bathroom just so he could escape the party. 50 and Diddy didn't take any more big shots at each other for a while, but that changed when Diddy started dating 50's baby mama, Daphne Joy. 50 and Daphne.
This is messy and it's getting messier.
They dated for a while and had a son named Sire together in 2012. But in 2021, she was spotted hanging out with Diddy. 50 said that he wasn't pressed about it because he only fights with Diddy over business, not women. But then 50 posted a photo of himself with Sire and said, "That's your mommy over there with Puffy. Remember what I told you the other day? These bitches be crazy."
Oh no, you did not. Okay, come on now. This is mother. You can. I feel like she also need to chill because that's your son face. I feel like at this point they gotta think about their son and not their selfish needs or their beef. Whatever him and his baby mama got going on, they gotta brush that off a little bit. Like they gotta look out for the child. I'll be honest because this is messy. It's messy.
Daphne responded and asked 50 to stop dissing her about the Diddy relationship, but then in 2024, the situation got even crazier. When Lil Rod hit Diddy with a lawsuit for sexual assault, he said that Daphne Joy was actually a sex worker for Diddy. Diddy had been dating Young Miami around the same time, and according to Lil Rod, both of them were getting paid by Diddy. After all the lawsuits started coming out against Diddy, 50 took the dissing to a new level and has been clowning Diddy like crazy. Patrolling is funny, but 50 has really been trying to expose Diddy for over 2 decades now, and the truth is finally coming out. And 50 isn't just taking shots on social media either. He's making a whole documentary about Diddy's abuse that's coming out on Netflix soon.
You is lying. I didn't know about this part now. Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't know this man was out here planning and plotting against this man Diddy. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I would have never thought a documentary. Interesting.
Diddy to finally get taken down. But 50 Cent has been trying to expose him the whole time. And now it's finally happening. And there's no telling what kind of crazy info about the situation will come out next.
Right.
According to 50, he's the only celebrity who was willing to speak out about Diddy over the years because he never hung around him that much or went to any of his parties.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
50 said that it's because he's a little more basic and normal and isn't into all that freaky shit. But a lot of other celebrities are afraid to speak out because they were all at Diddy's parties. 50 also hinted at
Right. A lot of them is getting sued. And a lot of them want to pretend like they didn't know about nothing. Like before with yourself, we all knew you was there at the party, being freaky, being freaking nasty. So we know you're out here plotting and doing crazy stuff. And now you guys want to stay quiet and you don't want to say nothing because you know if you expose him, you're exposing yourself. That is how it is. So this is why I don't really support none of these people, and I'm not hating either. Don't get it twisted. Like I don't hate them. I don't hate these people, but I'm not supporting that either because they be vile, and I'm not with it.
downfall might have started over his legal battle with the liquor brand Diageo. Right before Diddy got arrested, 50 did an interview where he talked about his experience in the liquor. 50 said that he did a deal with the company, being Suntory, which was great when he just worked for him. But the relationship changed after he wanted ownership in the company. Diddy had a similar deal with Diageo, who owned Ciroc. Diddy had a deal to promote the brand and was making up to $60 million per year at one point, but he didn't actually own any of the company. Diddy and Diageo ended up doing a joint deal to buy the tequila company De Leon, but Diddy's relationship with Diageo fell apart because he ended up suing them for racial discrimination and not promoting the company. The lawsuit ended in a settlement where Diageo took 100% ownership of De Leon. 50 says that people in the liquor business are very powerful, so he wouldn't be surprised if Diddy's civil case ended up becoming criminal. Then only a few months later, Diddy was arrested on criminal charges.
Oh.
The news just broke that Diddy has already been trying to get in touch with victims and witnesses from behind bars.
Right.
Diddy
Even after this man was caught freaking lacking after all these years, you still want to be out here being evil instead of saying that, okay, fine, I messed up, owning up to your mistakes, right? As a grown up, you have to take accountability. Like he's out here denying the claims and pretending like he's innocent. We all know he isn't. So I'm like, sir, at this point, who are you trying to fool? Because you ain't fooling us. So what is your end goal here? Because it's not making no sense. It's not making no sense. You feel what I'm saying?
with his kids so they would post about him on social media and make him look better than people who might end up on the jury. The trial hasn't even started yet, and the case is already wild.
Right.
Nobody knows how everything's gonna play out. But the only thing that's for sure is that 50 Cent finally took down his biggest op in the game.
So yes, guys, this was the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.